Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. Today's Wednesday, November 10th, and just checking my Facebook. Make sure I am going live right now. And there I am, live. So, today, is it time for you to become a better listener? Is it time for you to really listen past the words that are coming out of people's mouths? Do you find yourself, I know there's lots of people out there. I am like this, so I have to stop this to myself. When someone is talking, sometimes I'm thinking about what I'm going to say next because I don't want to forget my next question. I don't want to forget my train of thought. And I'm not listening 100% to what you're saying. I know a lot of us do this. I know you do this. I know because especially I talk to so many people every day, and I know when I hear them say, I had another question but totally forgot it. Either one, they were trying to remember while I was talking what that next question is, or two, I cut them off too soon so they could get all of their questions out, and or three, they really weren't listening to the what you were saying before, because sometimes that question you already answered. Those are I just thoughts that just what I hear when I talk to people every day. So some things to think about, especially in real estate when you're talking to your clients, is sometimes I like to ask, or I train agents to ask, find out all of their questions first before you go in line. Because if you do one question at a time, sometimes they forget. And sometimes it just bothers them. I get this way too. It's like, I know I had another question. And then it's just, and you don't know if it was an important question or something happening. And it might be just a little question, but it's stuck. You just don't remember it. And you're like, I wish I remember what that was. And I know clients get that way with us as realtors sometimes. So one option is to find out all of their questions on top of their mind. And many of my agents that are watching this here, you go, what's most important to you? And what are the most important questions on your top of your mind now? Like the top, there's always questions, but listen to those. And also in real estate, and this is my opinion, I'm putting my disclaimer on here that this is opinion of mine of so many years in real estate, is that you also got to look past and listen past what their questions are and what they really want. Do you know what I mean? Because some people buying or selling houses, they don't buy or sell houses every day. This is something they do every few years or decades or things. So sometimes their needs and wants, when you're listening, the questions they're asking you, something got to look past that, and that's what makes a great agent on that. I'll give you an example right now. My opinion. Right now, I see this, and I was talking to several agents yesterday about putting offers for buyers, escalation clauses, and asking what are their clients asking them, and they really want a house, they really want something for their family, but they're stuck on price. They're stuck on price. I always tell this agent, my opinion, you got to listen. Are they stuck on price? Like they can't, I understand if they can't afford any more and that they're up to a limit, or they really want and need a house. And sometimes they can't get past that price issue. Today, if you tell someone, my opinion, they're saying, I really want this house, I really need a house, but the listing price is this, and I'm not going to go up over asking price. I'm not going to go 5,000. I'm not going to go 10,000 over. They don't understand, and you got to listen to their needs and wants. If they go, I need a house, but I am not paying over $200,000 for any house out there, then fine. Understand, this is their price, this is the payment, this is where they want. But some people out there, and agents sometimes forget to ask these questions and listen. Their needs for a house is above and beyond price. Do you follow me there? Their needs and their wants. You're asking questions. If this house was $195,000, would you buy it? Yes. If this house was $205,000 and the list price was $200,000, would you buy it? No. Why? Why won't you buy it? Well, because it's 5,000 over asking price. I don't want to overpay for a house. This is where my opinion comes in. Listen to my opinion on this. How long are you going to live in the house? Well, we're going to live here 10 years. Mr. and Mrs. A buyer. I don't have a crystal ball. I have no idea what this house will be worth 10 years from now. 2 years from now, I did not know what this house would be worth. We could show you the market as it is right now. But for you to make the judgment that you're overpaying for a house today, that you're not going to sell for a minimum of 10 years, and this is something that you need and want, and there's limited inventory, it might be a good move for you. Do you follow me on that? Listen. You got to listen, pass the words, ask questions, listen. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen past their needs, their emotions on what they want. But I know this. I had an agent that talked to me yesterday. You might be watching here. They're buying a house for themselves. I had this conversation with them. They're in the business, and they can't figure out how to mentally understand they're going to pay over asking price because it's multiple offers, and they can't mentally do it because they just think they're overpaying. And I said to them, then you obviously don't really need that house, or you don't really want it, because you're going to do anything you can to get it within reason. You're not going to pay for $300,000 for a $200,000 house. I'm not saying that, but within reason, 10%, 15% of the value of what the list price is. So that's an example of listening, in my opinion, listening past that and trying to educate, try to be their trusted real estate advisor and explain to them what is best you feel for them, being their trusted real estate advisor and walking them through that process, because you're listening more. What's more important, price or getting a house for your family, or where you have to move, or who knows when the next house is coming up for sale, or they have a rental situation or they need to be out. I see buyers and sellers putting themselves in bad situation all over a few $1,000s. Have you seen it happen? I've seen it happen. I know it's hard to convince people otherwise because it's money, money, money. Then it's not that important. And we see it right now. There's buyers out there that are putting price. They're not even thinking price. Whatever gets them that house, they're putting their needs and wants and emotions ahead of that. So that's what you have to do as an agent. Not just about price and emotions, but listen. Listen to what they're asking for, what they want from you. They want your advice. They want your expertise. They want your emotions too, that you're along the ride with them, buying or selling, good or bad. Because again, in real estate, sometimes they're buying and or selling for not a bad reason, but a sad reason. You're dealing with people with have loss in their family, dealing with people that have to move for their job, kids changing schools. You have to listen, because sometimes your reactions, your thought process of where you want to take them on this road to buying and or selling, and you didn't listen to that. There's a lot more emotion and things in there that they need your help and understanding for. And all the agents out there that have been in the business for many years go, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, Tony. I had this situation and I walked them through it, and I was listening and listening and listening, because the words that were coming out of their mouth I was thinking this thing, but I was really digging deep and really paying attention, and realized that they really meant this, or needed this extra effort, or this extra expertise, or this extra emotion and thought and feelings and help and guidance. So hopefully that makes sense. So again, back to God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. So think of that and listen more than you speak, and you will get further and build a better relationship with your clients and your sphere and your prospects, and have a very successful, better and successful future when you're listening more than you're speaking. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow, Thursday at noon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.